Welcome back to Midweek Point and Click. Hope you're all doing well this fantastic Saturday morning, Friday night, wherever you might be. We're in episode 5 of Grim Fandango. Year 3 of I think there's 4 years in total from memory, and we're almost on the home stretch. Steve, how you doing? Are you there?
Hey, yep, not bad. Um, yeah, I've only been looking at enough walkthroughs to get us unstuck sometime, but from the walkthroughs, yeah, it's 4 years.
Nice. Yeah. Now that's good because sometimes we do get things are a little obtuse in this game sometimes. So it's good to have a way out if need be.
Yeah, like I'm overall enjoying it. Like I think it's really good, except the other one problem is, yeah, some of the puzzles, even for a point and click, are a little bit too obtuse.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was just the era, right? Like they used to always have real weird puzzles. I always think back to the King's Quest puzzle where you have to use an iceberg lettuce on lava to be able to cross. Um,
Yeah, that's a special case. That's like Sierra games were always ball busting.
oh yeah, especially
Um,
because you could die as well, and then or
yeah,
soft block.
and also, yeah, they were just very rough and mean.
Yeah.
But it's had good ideas. I remember the two of the Red Letter Media guys, because the head guys don't play video games, but two of them spawned off their own video game thing, but they shut it down a bit.
Hmm.
The review of the one thing they complained about is Sierra Games being much better in terms of like everything went the LucasArts route, where it's like everything's just your. At the end of the day, you can just do combinations of things to get through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Sierra, because of the typing in the console, you get to think more. But they
Oh
did a
yeah.
playthrough of the first King's Space Quest, and a lot of it was like, oh, that's really neat. Like, if you open the airlock, haven't put your helmet on, you die, and it's like, okay, that's kind of neat. Of like, we should have thought about that.
Mm.
But then there's some really obtuse shit, like this monster kills you constantly, and you have to these berries you pick up, you have to throw at the monster. Um,
Okay.
I feel what happens, but like it doesn't. There's certain things that make sense, doesn't make sense, and like I just thought to myself, if you didn't have like a walkthrough, it was like back in the day when you didn't have that stuff, you would just be stuck in the one area. There's so many places you would just get fully stuck and fully locked,
Yeah.
and not be able to figure it out.
Speaking of, I think it was Space Quest you mentioned, was it?
Yep.
Um, yeah, in Police Quest, I remember playing that, and if you didn't check your tires before hopping in your car, it'd kill you somehow. I can't remember exactly the method, but it was literally got to check your tires before hopping in. It's weird. Psycho, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you had a great week. How was your week, Steve?
Uh, Ups and downs, swings and roundabouts,
Swings and
like
roundabouts.
because of the shattered tooth and taking 2 days off to see a dentist, and then
Oh,
escalating to a oral surgeon,
right. Yeah.
and being told the news that I'm going to go under general anesthetic for the first time and have all four wisdom teeth removed and
Oh,
eating from a
nice.
straw for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
But like so one of the things the oral surgeon said, it's like, oh, normally I'd say there's a week to recover. You're going to be 2 weeks because you're on the you're on the difficult side of a wisdom tooth extraction, and there's various complications. You pointed out each complication one by one, and they just sort of stacked on top of each other.
Did you get the
Um,
spiel when they were going through the complications? Because they said there were complications for me as well. Because the way that they put it was there was like checkpoints in life where it's the best time to actually do your wisdom teeth extractions, and above
okay,
40 is the more risk factor ones. And they said that what did they say? It was something like there's a nerve that runs through your jaw, through these little pipes in your actual jawbone and stuff, and
yep.
getting to those wisdom teeth can be difficult, and they could potentially paralyze your tongue and all sorts of weird, like the stuff that never happens. They have to say it just in case it does happen, that 1%
Yeah,
chance, so you don't sue them out the wazoo. But it's pretty
I
scary.
mentioned a 1% chance, and I asked what areas would numb, and he just said a section of your jaw, so not the tongue.
Hmm.
He didn't mention age, but then he did mention the nerve, but then also he said the ones on top. He said it's been years since I've seen roots that go that long. And he goes, not only is the bottom one about to touch the nerve, but the top one is about to touch your sinus.
Oh, yeah, you wanna get
Um,
them out then. That
yeah,
sounds like the same thing that happened to my dad, so maybe it's, our dad's side of the family with
so
the
it's, yeah, from that side.
yeah. Yeah, well, you wanna get them out quick then, regardless of what pain you're gonna
I think they're
experience.
settled. I don't think they're growing anymore, but it means that extraction's complicated because he said if there's accidentally a hole that's left when it's removed, he goes, I'll still be able to fix it, but yeah, if that's not that has to be fixed because otherwise, if you drink something, you're at risk of infection every time you drink something
Oh,
because the water will
yeah.
go up, liquid will go up into your sinus. But
Yep.
yeah, said if you do that, I'll take out a piece of like fatty tissue from another place in the mouth and
Your
plug the hole
ass.
with it. Oh yeah, there. It's right from the sphincter. You'll put that right in there.
Just the polyp that you got in there, just like slip it off, stick it
Oh
in.
god damn it. That's even grosser.
Oh, Psycho, yours came out at 23. Nice. Bad headaches, yeah. Mine, it's funny story why I got mine removed. So basically, I went to the dentist and there was no work to be done. And she sort of shrugged and said, well, you could get your wisdom teeth taken out. And I'm like, oh, great. Okay. It's because I had my bottom wisdom teeth were growing sideways. And then the top ones, I still got one. So they only took out three. One is just grown normally. But then the other one, there was, they wanted to remove for whatever reason. But that what they say is any tooth that is growing sideways needs a general anesthetic to remove, and anything that is just sort of normal they can yank out. But because I had a combination of both, they just gave me the general. But it should
Okay.
be easy for you, Steve. As long as you're not allergic, as long as the opioids work for you, you'll be set. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I never know. I won't know until it happens. But that's what he said there. I guess they referred to it as curved, but like, yeah, I think the dentist would have done it if they were straight.
Yeah.
Um, even if they were pointed in, but yeah, it's because the roots go out, like back towards the back, and then the tooth itself comes towards the front.
Mm.
And then the dentist said, because I thought they were going to get the full reaming of like you should be doing this, because I haven't been in a checkup for ages, and but yeah, they were pretty nice because they didn't mention probably the condition the other teeth are probably shit is, but they said
Hmm.
yeah, with the way it's growing, it's like a toothbrush is not going to get in there. That's why it's dead because
Yeah.
um, your toothbrush wouldn't get into the area. Like there'll be an area where plaque is protected, and your toothbrush won't get to because of the way they're moving sideways.
Sure. And what caused it to shatter? Were you eating something silly? Like I remember Matt had a tooth shatter from eating a sausage. Was it something silly like that, or?
No, it was the morning or throughout the day, like because I was working and I could feel the sharpness. So some sort of chip came off, like it's that.
Mm.
And I just kept tonguing it throughout the day. And then yeah, I was literally starting the filth bag stream, and just suddenly a piece fell off, and I wasn't even tonguing it. It was just fell off of its own accord. Um,
Oh, that's yucky when you get that foreign tooth object in
yeah,
your mouth because it's so much harder than everything else, and it's yeah.
and I was alarmed because you could just from touching, you could tell it's an animal. Like as you're adjusting in your mouth to spit it out, I could already tell it's an animal, and it's like okay, it's got to be a tooth.
Mm.
um, yeah, that sort of fell out. But I have memory of recently because I'm very careful with biting
Saiku is a
down on
stealth
stuff.
filth bag.
I have memory recently of biting down on something and there being a crunch. Um,
Oh,
I forget what it is though. It's something that seemed to like it was going to be soft and there was hard bits inside it or something, and then I had to chew carefully after that.
gotcha.
But yeah, I have memory of biting down on something, but that was at least days before it actually shattered.
Mm. Yeah, that sucks. Do you know when you're going under? Have they booked a date yet?
The 3rd of July.
Okay. Yeah. It's the procedure itself is so they used to say that when you get a general that they give you a number to count down, like, oh, count back from 100 or count back from 10 or something like that.
Yep.
For me, they did something a little bit different, which I think is the better way. They just told me to adjust myself on the bed. They said, oh, can you just put your arms over here and do this? And they gave me a task to do. And as I was doing the
Yep.
task, it just like I was out. And
Oh yeah.
the thing with general anesthetics is that there's literally it's click your fingers, you're awake, and it's done. There's no time in between, no dreaming, no nothing, which is kind of
Okay.
cool.
Um. Yeah, and Yeah, swings and roundabouts because, as I mentioned in chat, I got to meet Tia Kira. Well, not really. I don't know if you call it meeting her. I briefly spoke to her, but yeah, got to see Tia Kira and watched Wayne's World
That counts as
at the
meeting.
cinema.
If you speak to someone,
Yeah,
you meet them. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Wayne's World, does it hold up? I haven't seen it for a while.
it does. It's a interesting viewing experience because there was a guy. There was a gross parts of the night, which was there's this group of guys. I think they were separate from the organizers because they had multiple like logos, and one of them was TaylorMade, who do like souvenirs. And they almost fucked me over because at one stage we got called up, and I thought it was being called to their stand, and they were selling signatured photos for like $60.
Mm.
It's basically signature. Actually, they got her to sign, I guess, a bunch of stuff. Selling them for $60 each, and that's even crazy when you don't even know if it's obviously real because it's there.
Mm.
Otherwise, you want to know it's actually her signature. Like it could be a print. Like that was weird to me, but I'm like that can't be it because surely she would sign. And I was right, but you were supposed to go upstairs, not to the booth. And by the time I got up there, they'd roped it off, and I had to jump over the rope. And
Oh.
but yeah, so those guys did an auction, and there was a guy in front during the questionnaire. He was the first to ask a question, and I'm not usually judgmental in the way people talk and intelligence,
But
but this guy, but this guy was so bad that, and I can't say what it is exactly, but it's like the way he talked. It's like this guy, I think, is a man of very low intelligence, and um, once they just bid
gatekeeping
on,
smarts over here.
I don't usually, but yeah, there is something where it's like, okay, that's not the way he's thinking. Like you can tell a little bit slow, but which I don't like people get forgetful, I get forgetful and stuff, and there was something you could just tell. But then, yeah, when the auction happened, because that's the other gross part, it's like they're auctioning off items, and um, the first couple, they just immediately, when they said, all right, bids open, he just yelled 50. And that got laughed from the audience because he kept doing it, and then he stopped after a while. He ended up buying something, and he got up and he had like his back was completely exposed, lower back was completely exposed, like almost like a stereotype of a dummy in a movie, like when they do it, there's all certain things, and it's like this guy's fitting like the stereotypes. But he was laughing. He would do the for every stupid joke, and then every kind of smarter joke, you wouldn't hear him. The rest of the audience would laugh.
Brutal.
And it sort of made me realize that there's two levels of humor in the movie. It's actually kind of clever, and when you've got someone pointing it out, and there was another one at the back had the same laugh, and he would sometimes do it when the other guy wasn't. But it was interesting. And then, like, if it wasn't for them, I'd still probably notice because I was thinking, like, at one stage when we was in, I was like, should I just leave because I've seen this before? And it's like that's kind of the humor's kind of obvious. And then it would hit on something where I'd completely forgotten about that's actually a clever gag. It's like, okay, I'd forgotten that this is in. So there's this mixture of like two levels it's working at, and it constantly flips between them. And um, like one of them was his crazy ex-girlfriend who he dumped, but she thinks they're still together. She gets hurt at one stage, and she's in the like neck brace and stuff. And then later on, she's driving past on a bicycle, and while they're playing hockey on the street hockey, and it's the famous like car, and they take off the net and bring the net back. And she goes, "Hi, Wayne," as she's gone past, and then she slams into a. For some reason, there's a skip on the middle of the road, and she just slams into and goes in. And it's like the most obvious joke, and I got the guy just. That was one of the biggest laughs we got from the guy. But the one that was like, it was fascinating me because it's like the two jokes in succession, and there was two different laughs for each of them, which is so an executive is trying to spy the whites to Wayne's World off the guys. He invites them to the restaurant, and they order this huge punch bowl with all these decorations, and that's part of the gag is like they have to talk over these huge decorations. And Garth's sort of drinking from it, and he picks up something and starts sucking on it, like the alcohol off it, or whatever the punch is made of.
Yeah.
And as he's doing, like, I know you guys have artistic integrity, but I had to come over here because my boss told me to. So I have to at least offer these two checks worth $5,000 each. And they both startle up. And he goes, but I know you guys have so much artistic integrity, I'll just rip them up. And they do the, whoa, and I do the, like, emergency, like, oh shit. And that, as much as I've seen that joking things, it's always funny when it's well acted. Like that gag of like someone going, "Oh, artistic integrity, I'll rip off the check." Whoa, whoa, hey, hang on a sec, and like
Hmm.
that's always funny. So they got a laugh in the audience, including me. But when he does it, Garth swallows the thing he's sucking on and
Mm.
starts choking. It's just like 2 seconds of him like choking, and then Wayne hits him on the back twice. So by the time the laughter's edged off, he whacks Garth in the back. Garth spits out the thing, so it goes into the punch bowl, and then you get the laugh from the guy up front
Mm.
because it's like he didn't get the standard choke.
But love the
But the
slapstick style.
yeah, Gus spitting the thing hits the punch bowl was extremely funny.
Mm.
And that was just the two jokes in succession. It's like, wow, that's like the two different types of humor.
Nice.
So that bit was fascinating. But yeah, overall it was like it's Wayne's World is one I've learned. I always thought of as if you hide it from a video store, even though you can't do that nowadays. If you watched it on streaming, it'd be disappointing. But I remember when I first went into uni, I had to do registration, and there was some sort of administration error, so that the line was backed up and took freaking hours to go through. But while we're going through, that someone had the genius to set up the TV, and they just had Wayne's World playing on repeat.
Oh.
So we'd go in. It'd probably take 1.5 hours because I remember not really seeing any bits what repeat, or maybe start repeating by the time we were at the end of the line. And it made it. It didn't make it easier, but it was actually entertaining. Like because it's solely in the background for the bits that aren't working, but then it would get a laugh from you and the line in general, and it's like a few nice moments while
Mm.
you're waiting for something that would be a fucking nightmare normally.
Yep.
Um, and that was kind of nice. I remember it working really well when it's on. And in the picture theater, I enjoyed it, but it's a movie where if it's on and you just happen to be watching it, it's kind of entertaining,
Yep.
but you wouldn't want to get it out or watch it on streaming.
Gotcha.
And then, like I said, it starts off with like, oh shit, this is going to be really average stuff. But then there's jokes that are actually legitimately funny
Mm.
sprinkled throughout.
Nice. Saku's friend that lives in Delaware uses the joke. They say the "Hi, I'm
Yeah,
from Delaware" joke. That's great.
I'd completely forgotten about that, and that got a laugh. That got a really good laugh at the theater.
Delaware. Delaware
That's
sounds like just like a. Oh, I can't even. I don't even know. I haven't even heard of anyone from Delaware.
that's the thing. So,
Mm.
do you remember the joke, or should I go over it?
I don't remember it too well, but I remember that line, but I don't remember the context of it.
Yeah, so it's when they've got bought out and they redo the because they're originally filming out of their parents' basement, and the executives make the studio set that looks exactly like their parents' bedroom, but on a
Mm-hmm.
set. And one of the features they have is a green screen can go behind them. So they lower the green screen for this intro, and it's like
Oh
so on
yeah.
the green screen they've got Paris and Wayne and Garth are going, "We have a baguette," and
Yep. Gotcha.
I
I
forget
know.
what the other spots are, but they're doing the same thing, and then it's Delaware, and then they just go normal, and they go, "Hi, I'm from Delaware."
Yeah. That's good. Welcome in, Tongs. Uwu to you. Happy Easter. All right. Well, we should probably get started. We've had a good 20-minute gas bag. I think it's my turn for the recap, but you're gonna have to help me out, Steve, because I'm just trying to remember. I do know we passed Act Two or Year Two. Um, Essentially, what happens is we got all the bits and bobs to be part of the crew to get onto the ship. We
Yep.
managed to get onto the ship, and overnight, kind of like a Final Fantasy VII scenario, all of our crew were murdered, even though they're dead. They were pushing up daisies, so to speak, shot
Yeah,
with
you
the
can have
flower
like
gun.
a second death where you flails go around your body. Um,
Exactly. Because we're on the hunt to try and find. I think her name's Mercedes, right? But she goes by something different. I think that's right. We're trying to find her, and we ended up getting caught by, I think it was like FBI agents or something, like the equivalent or something. They took over our ship, and we had to do this real obtuse puzzle where we had to drop both anchors. This ship has two anchors on either side. Drop them both, tie them together, and then retract them to cut the ship in half. And then when the ship cut in half, we were able to speed off. And then did we sink? Was that what it was? Because we ended up underwater for some reason. Um,
yeah, And there's a sea monster.
Big sea monster, exactly. And we managed to get our way into the underwater base where we found out that is an underwater prison held by Domino, which is the guy from the start that was getting all the good jobs. And we're currently at the moment of trying to break out of prison. So let me quickly start the game.
Yeah, so saw Mercedes, which I thought she hated us because she seemed like she turned into a femme fatale.
Mm.
But ended up she threw something at us and bumped us over the head because she was trying to save us. And then we got captured. Well, we got captured by the other employee, the one that was screwing us over. We escaped from
That's
the
Domino,
cell.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then I think we're being marked as fugitives, and that's why the authorities of wherever we were going to boarded us and were trying to. No, because they killed everyone. But maybe that. But yeah, I don't remember that clearly. The
What is
motivation of you're not streaming to me.
Oh yeah, I'll share it. 1 second.
But then there's one bit that's sort of I haven't seen scripting or design as bad in any other LucasArts game, but had the concept of because we need to cheat at our roulette tables to get this guy to shut us down.
And this was my best hair. You try to have one nice thing on this cruel island.
Hello.
Wow.
You were interrupted by a sexy scene.
Yeah. Yes, we had to, but then he disappears from the casino, specifically because doing the thing to him triggers the cutscene. So you have to do all the other jobs before he reappears in your casino to screw over again. Which is kind of bad because it never tells you that. Like, it doesn't handle it in a better way where they usually do. So it's that was one of the most obtuse things.
Good enough for me.
What is?
Oh, the speed at which you're working.
That's nice, Manny, but you're not my boss, so really I couldn't care less.
Good. Excellent. Carry on.
Hello.
You know, a little clear nail polish would fix these right up.
Oh, is that true? Psycho, can you confirm that? Is that a known hack that you put a clear nail polish on a stocking and it stops the run?
I don't know if it fixes stockings, but I have clear nail polish at my desk, actually.
Oh.
Come on. We're getting out of
Oh,
here.
it does work?
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
Because the other use for clear nail polish, unconventional use, is if you've got a skin allergy to nickel, it's a really good really good to form a barrier to protect you.
Interesting.
Protect your skin.
What are you holding that is nickel based?
I initially got it for the belt, but it didn't really work well for the belt. It peeled off too fast. But I started to get a rash again when I started wearing glasses.
Oh.
And so I still had my nail polish, so I got out clear nail polish and just put it over the handles, whatever they're called for the glasses.
Oh, okay.
And that way it doesn't cause a rash on my temples.
I was expecting the other way around. You'd put the nail polish on your head. And then
Wash off every day.
yeah. Verdant Tree, how you doing? Welcome in.
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
Lanks, welcome in.
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that. But I'll tell you one thing that would convince me.
Name it.
Give me your gun.
I don't have a gun.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
They didn't issue me a gun.
They didn't issue me a gun.
What, are you on probation? I'm not buying this, Manuel. Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Okay, so we have to get her a gun. How are we gonna get a gun? All right.
I like the new dress.
Well, it's the best I could pull together out here. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get decent fabric and silk stockings on a deserted factory island on the edge of the world?
No, I don't.
It's such a 90s dress, too. It's like you could imagine the auntie from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air wearing it.
Yeah.
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I would if I had one.
Right.
I don't work for the most heavily armed organization anywhere.
You know, you're right. There are those rumors of that revolutionary army that's been stockpiling weapons.
Actually, them, I work for.
Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
I still think they should make like a Netflix cartoon like Cuphead about Grim Fandango. That'd be good.
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I think it's
I
all
would
still
if I had
dependent on the
one.
writing,
Right.
but yeah.
I'm gonna go see about getting us a boat.
Ooh, remember to get a fast one so we can water ski, all right?
All right. Well, we gotta
Sir,
stop.
do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring.
Okay.
I
Let's.
haven't watched Cuphead though. I've been wondering whether I should.
Oh, apparently it's really good.
I,
Do you reckon he'll
I was trying to think of other LucasArts properties, but I guess none of them like. I thought of the Dig, but then like that'll end up being just like any crappy sci-fi that's on streaming. I thought of like Full Throttle, but it's like, well, we've already got Sons of Anarchy and shit like that. So I guess the rest of them have some sort of equivalent, but this probably doesn't.
Full Throttle would be good.
Yeah, but it'd be like any other. It would end up being like any other motorcycle show, though.
Yeah, but if you make it
Unless you went
specifically,
goofy.
well, it's remember the story is
goofy
about
part.
Adrian Ripberger trying to they were trying to replace the motorbike engines and make it all electric or something like that.
That was well. He generally wanted to take over the company, but his initial plan was to make a minivan, which is like the antithesis of
Yeah, like that's silly enough.
family minivan. Yeah.
You reckon we can use this as a threatening weapon? Let's see. What the?
Please put that. Okay, you
Oh,
can take out the
that's
tiny
weird.
hammer if you want.
No, I don't think I could take his laughter a second time. I don't really want to do that. I could make a tiny little birdhouse if I had some tiny little nails and wood.
Okay, that didn't work.
Domino! Domino!
Oh yeah, they've done
Taking
some.
your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way.
You killed my best friend.
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
Hang on, is Glottis dead? Is that what we're assuming? I don't know where Glottis is actually. I don't remember.
I think did something happen when he were at the sea monster?
I don't remember.
What are you doing out
I
here on
think
the edge of the
Emerson died.
world?
Oh, I know. I ask myself that every day.
'Cause I remember thinking,
but I'm
wow,
going
they
to
just killed
train
him
you,
off.
Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
Why don't you just sprout me like you tried at Puerto Zapato?
That wasn't me. That was Hector. He's so unimaginative. Just wants to tie up the loose ends, you know? But I believe, however, that you can be rehabilitated through honest work.
I like the term sprout me. That's good.
What makes you think I'm gonna work for you?
Well, there's not much to do on this island if you don't work, take it from me. And think about it. Once I'm gone, it will be just you and Meche alone on this deserted island.
I remember
Don't tell me that prospect doesn't appeal to you.
there was a time, and this could have been stoned talk, but Steve, Robarelli wanted to own a little donkey called Peche. Don't know why. Maybe because a little donkey is like a big donkey to us.
Yeah. That's such a Robbie thing to say too.
I don't plan to be on this island for very long.
Manny, I have all the guns. I have all the transportation, and I have all the brains. What are you gonna do?
You and Hector set up a secret hideout to make light bulbs?
Oh no, that's just a side benefit. The real purpose is to have a place we can lock up all those old clients of mine. Can't have good people wandering loose in the land of the dead, telling everybody how we stole their double-in tickets, now can we?
Oh, so that's what it is. Okay. Steals all the benefits and puts them in prison. Crazy.
You stole all these people's tickets?
Okay, how much of this haven't you figured out, Calavera? Capal would route all the good clients to me after he switched over their tickets to a secret holding fund. I'd cover up the paper trail, and we'd make sure that the pigeon jumped overboard at the Pearl.
Which makes a lot of sense of why we're screwed up their plans. Yeah, Verdant Tree, it's very good. It's very good.
I knew it. You were getting all the good clients.
I handled them all, except for Mercedes, who you hijacked from me in that ridiculous hot rod, which I saw, by the way, last time I was in Rubacava. I tell you, Manny, hot rods like that just don't look safe to me.
So it wasn't my fault Meche didn't get a ticket. You stole it.
Well, it's your fault she ended up in the forest instead of coming here right away, but I fixed that.
One ticket for you, one for Hector. How many more do you need?
Oh, Manny, we never touch the product ourselves. We sell a ticket to unfortunate souls, unable to lead moral lives because of the crippling amount of cash they were born into.
Oh.
But you could just take the tickets and leave today.
We found a way to make the land of the dead livable. Why would we want to leave?
I'm taking Meche out of this dungeon.
Manny, before I found her, she spent a year out there in the petrified forest alone because of you. By comparison, I'd say I'm keeping her pretty comfortable here in my dungeon. Wouldn't you say?
Nice island you got here.
Yeah, the previous owners didn't know what they had here. Let us pick it up for a
Oh.
song. They scooped out all the coral they could reach with their crane and then abandoned the plant. But we knew we had what it would take to go the extra distance to the big reef.
Are you about to lecture me about the winning attitude again?
No! Slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
I remember what happened now.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Because the island is at the edge of the world. I guess it's like a flat earth thing. Don't be a flat earther. And
Yeah, I remember that.
Glottis went over the edge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, so hang on. I doubt this is going to work. But if we give him this,
Nah, his calves are way too boxy.
okay, what to wear. Is the idea of having someone's pantyhose, is that a thing you would like, Steve?
No, I thought you were going to say is that sexual, and it's like it can be, but it's not as bad as
I mean,
underwear, I think. But
Like
me,
if a
I don't
lady
have a thing.
gave, not you particularly, would you go buy a pantyhose or whatever? But if a lady gave you, like in the same scenario, right? She peeled off a leg of her pantyhose and gave it to you. Is that a thing you'd be like, oh, that's great? Like Tia Correa, let's just say she gave you her pantyhose leg.
Like no, like there's nothing sexual with me, and I understand why there would be for some people, but to me, there's nothing sexual with pantyhose.
Okay.
It feels like it's something that an older generation uses, especially. That might be part of it. I
Yeah.
associate that. But then, like, I know people still use them, but like my vision of it is like, I don't know, grandma you having them or something like that. But like, yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. But then, tea might be different just because it's like a interesting souvenir.
Interesting souvenir.
But it wouldn't
Love it.
be like, oh, salivating, like, yeah.
I'll show him. Frickin'.
But what about you?
Lay down your tools. We're busting out of here.
Nah, not really my thing.
Gotten that book back from Terry. I could really start some trouble here. Chapito.
Huh? Who? Oh, you is it? Why, I oughta look at my eyebrows.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Who is he?
He's the guy with
is
the
he
light.
Travel agent. I know.
No, he's the guy that Glottis picked up so we could actually make it to the glowing thing. The submarine.
Okay, I thought he got eaten by that kraken creature.
We tricked him, which is why he's pissed off. Because he
Okay.
got he was stuck to the stone or something. There's like little tendrils that grabbed him, and then the kraken went after him.
Well, you really weren't standing in a very safe place.
Well, neither are you right now, amigo.
Relax. We're busting out of here soon.
We are done traveling together. I work solo, my friend, and I walk alone.
Nice drill.
Drill? This here is a cordless, high-speed reciprocating chisel. And look, it's a bust-all. They usually don't give these to the new guys.
How'd you get a bus stop?
I'm connected, plugged in, and I had some booty to trade. Trade's the name of the game out here in the Big Reef.
Booty.
Booty? Where'd you get booty?
It's all over the ocean floor. Jewelry, precious coins. You people and your fancy boats never know about it, 'cause you just never stop and look.
Give me some booty and I'll buy our way out of here.
I traded it all for this beauty.
You traded jewelry and precious coins for a power tool?
It's a bust-all.
I want to trade something.
Well, you came to the right place, Sonny. What you
Oh.
be needing?
A gun.
A gun.
Ooh, that's gonna cost some. What do you got on you?
Okay. My scythe? My turtle. Yeah. Okay. Turtleneck is a skivvy.
My scythe?
You'd be willing to part with that?
No.
When you got something worth trading, come see old Chapito. He'll do you right.
Chapito, isn't that Pinocchio's dad?
Yeah.
Still.
Was in better, yeah.
Hey, Cheppy, check out the hosiery.
Say,
That's gonna
these
be a
are
new
real silk. Where'd
panties
you
thing.
find them?
I've been wearing them the whole time.
You too? Well then, here's your new best friend.
Oh, okay.
Ah, my first Sproutella gun. Is it loaded?
No. Hey, bullets are hard to get.
Sweet, that was good.
It's really not much use without bullets.
Still.
Chapito!
Huh? Who? What?
That tool looks a little overpowered for you.
Overpowered? Nothing overpowers Chapito.
If you say so.
Well, I got a long day of reef wrecking ahead of me, so
Please, bust away.
Oh, maybe if we give him the little pickaxe. Maybe that's what he wants. It'd be a weird trade, but...
Yo, Pito! Have you ever seen an authentic little chipper?
a little chipper? No, I haven't. But I'd sure love to give it a test drive.
I don't think pedo is the nicest nickname for
Say,
a
little
person named
chipper,
Geppetto.
you're okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, dee da da da. Gonna see Miss Liza.
It probably has a
over
different meaning.
Mississippi.
Back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pito!
Ah! Quit yelling!
It was like the word pedophile would have existed, but maybe they didn't. The shortened version people didn't use often.
How'd you get a bus stop?
I'm connected.
That's like, do you use the
plugged
agile
in,
process in
and I
your
had
work?
some booty to trade.
One
Trade's
second.
the name
He's
of the
talking
game
too
out here
loud.
on the Big Reef.
What was that, sorry?
Do you use the agile method at your place? Your work?
We have in the past. How
Yeah,
come?
it's like when I was having to go to a class for agile methodology, and the guy said, "Yeah, we used to call this. There's a step in the process, and we used to call it grooming, but then we realized there's there's a certain connotation. Well, at that time, it wasn't even international because he said, yeah, it was found out there's a certain connotation with that word in UK, so we renamed it to refinement, and it's like." Nowadays, it's even more like international, that term. Like even in America, I think that term sort of gotten its roots. So
Yeah.
but then in my work, instead of calling it refinement, we call it grooming. Like the person's not the guy; it's a lady who set up Agile at our company. Yeah, she calls it grooming.
Well, you don't want that big octopus to see you chatting.
Take it to
Cold
HR.
blood. That's right. Oh, rusty.
One of the
anchor.
things, I know this is a remaster or a remake, not a remake, but yeah, the remastered version. One of the things they should have done is the audio mix. It is off the hook bad.
Oh,
Certain things are so much louder than the others. Like that guy talking, insane. All right, let's give her the gun.
it's like because it makes people push up daisies, so it's got the daisy and crossbones instead of skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
Here, what good's a relationship without trust?
True, a relationship without trust is about as empty as a gun without bullets.
Hey!
She didn't realize a smart girl always keeps an extra round in her hat for mad days. Come on, let's go.
Mitchie, you don't know what you're...
I know exactly what I'm doing. Now move!
She betrayed us.
Would you just listen to my escape plan first?
Do you do that, Psycho? You're a smart girl.
You're letting us go right now, or your
Let's
boy
keep a bullet
Friday
in your
here
hat.
gets it.
Well, I hate to see you go, Manny, but the lady seems to have made up her mind.
I'm serious. I'll shoot him.
Fine. It really doesn't work for me anyway.
But I thought I'll shoot you then.
No, you won't. You're too good, remember?
I'm not good anymore. You've taken that out of me, keeping me a prisoner here. I'm gonna crack you open like a fake thing vase. I'm gonna...
Kid's all right. She's a firecracker, but a night in the cooler usually dampens her fuse.
That was an awkward cut.
So we know Psycho keeps a bullet in her bonnet now.
Yeah.
It's locked.
That's not what I clicked on. I clicked on this thing.
It's locked.
Okay. Can we break it open with this?
I don't want to bust all that.
Doesn't want to bust all that. Okay, what else do we have here? Why did... Okay, she's left for a reason. What do we need now?
I thought it
From
was
where
going
she
to be
was.
so that we can look through his office. Like, I thought he was going to be taking her to solitary for longer.
Mmm.
Man, that ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
That's so disgusting. I thought it was the folder, but where else do we have? I mean, this...
Domino!
Jamino!
Hey, sport, how's the escape going?
What did you do with her?
I thought she needed a little time out, that's all.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Okay. At least he knows we're trying to bust out. That's fine. Maybe we can release.
I'm getting angry.
Oh,
Pugsy! I think I'm running out of air. Anybody? Help!
Must be a combination lock, but there are no numbers on it. Poor Don was never good with numbers.
that'll be like the shopkeeper in Monkey Island, where you have to watch him open up the safe. Do you want this, kids?
Did you watch that video?
Hey,
Was posted in your
kiddos,
chat. I
check
don't know
out
if it
my
was you or
bone
not.
saw.
What? Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to bust all that. Hey,
frightening.
kiddos, check out my bone saw. Hola, angelitos.
Hello, Mr. Mean Boss Guy.
Hey, will one of you children happen to have a gun?
Yeah, we do. So stick him up.
Let me see it.
He doesn't have one. He's such a liar. Oh, yeah? Well, you're stupid. Your light bulbs don't work. Your light bulbs all smell like boogers.
All right, Bobby Hill.
Nobody thinks you're funny anymore. Oh, yeah? Well, everybody in this cage is smarter than you. Everybody except for you? Yeah, 'cause I'm especially smarter than you. In your dreams. In your baby bed that's all wet 'cause you...
Hey, no fighting, no biting.
He started it. Did not. Did too.
Don't make me come in there. New plan. Medge's locked up for good. We're leaving without her.
We can't leave without Meche.
You children just wait here and be brave little angelitos, okay?
Okay.
Jesus. Oh, hang on. There's probably more stuff in here.
That seems unnecessarily loud.
Mm-hmm.
No drawers.
That's a cutscene. Oh.
Oh, this is new.
What was a good effect?
Hmm. Whee! Hang on. Oh, okay. Where are we?
Oh.
Oh. What?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going backwards.
Oh, we're getting Glottis. Oh, shit. Oh, there he is.
Glottis! You're okay.
Well, it hurt a little when I hit, but my head cracked open an aft panel here.
I gotta tell you, carnal, I thought you were dead.
Oh, Manny, I've been having a great time. Listen. I ask you, is there an engine that can resist the love that's in these hands?
Apparently not. I think this baby's our ticket out of here.
Oh, yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good, too.
Wrenching it for fun.
I think this baby's our...
Oh, yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good, too.
Does he want the power drill? Maybe?
Hey, need one of these?
That would have been easier to get her open than with my head, but it's too late now.
Okay. What was the point of reversing the flow if I'm just swimming and grabbing onto the... I wonder if we can go up.
Yeah, that might be it.
Whee! But my new book. Okay, what is this?
Oh, the joy of wrenching for fun. Wrenching for fun.
Oh! Hang on.
That's weird. Oh, thing.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, he would have gone over the edge, right? So it's... Hang on. This is the conveyor belt up, so probably... Now, like this. Maybe?
I can't get out of here. There's no ladder. I can't get out of here. There's no ladder.
Hmm.
We don't know what we're supposed to do.
Maybe here? Oh, okay.
Those things are dangerous. I'd be ground to bits.
This hole is dangerous. Ooh, what's over here? Absolutely nothing. Can we use old chisel made on this thing? Write a name on it? Maybe a cool S? Oh, okay. Oh. Uh-oh.
I can see why they don't give these chisels to the new guys. The scoop's learned its lesson.
Okay. To what end? Maybe that gave some parts for Glottis. We can go see him.
Yeah, it's like we're doing stuff, but there's no reason other than the fact that we know we're progressing somehow.
Yeah.
There's no reason for what we're doing.
Oh, we still have... I know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Fuck no.
Oh, unless we use... We'll see what this is. How would you, like, other than me just clicking things, how would you ever figure this out?
No. Like, yeah, most of this is either being nonsensical or haven't, if that hasn't related how things go together. Like, I thought by doing our stuff, we were pretty much doing him. I thought we we're cutting the chain that's linking the sub.
Maybe if I had some giant steel hair to curl.
I was thinking the same thing. All right, like, can we use this on this maybe?
Yeah, they are already hurting. They do not need the teachings of the Bostal.
Why did he suddenly have an accent then? I would have thought that this was like a door we could go down. Unless we can pull the chain in there and climb down it, maybe? Nope. How about here? Oh, and then we'll attach it to the Titanic and then pull it back up again.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's starting to make sense. Kind of.
Hang on. Ah, because the direction. Okay.
Yeah.
I got confused. I thought it was going the other way for some reason. Nice. There we go.
I think this baby's our ticket out of here.
Oh, yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good, too.
Hmm. That's weird. Unless it's hooked on there already. Kind of looks hooked on. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh no. No! No! No!
You have to touch it with something. Oh. Something happened.
Yeah.
This another case of it's not. You want to stumble upon that normally? Like you won't go. What if I reverse and reverse it again? I'm likely to get tangled up.
Oh, is that... I thought it was a physics bug. Alright, we'll see if that... But then it was sort of like a cutscene.
But there wouldn't be any physics in this, would there?
I don't know. Probably right. Oh, we probably need to raise the crane now. Okay. The fact that the chain is no longer... Oh, we've got to get on this bad boy first. Okay. All right. Yes.
I can't believe you got it to float.
That was the easy part. The trick's gonna be busting through that big coral reef out there.
Buzz through a big coral reef, eh? It just so happens I got some hardware up the beach you might be interested in.
Oh yeah, this will do just fine. Just give me a sec to do some figuring.
Okay. So that's what he used those... Yeah, okay.
Gladys is busy with it right now. You bet your big orange butt that'll do.
I'll just take a short break. I need to coffee because I'm starting to fade.
No worries. We can do a BRB and I'll make another cup as well. That sounds good. All right.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
For sure. All right. Let me see if I've got my BRB screen.
See you guys in a bit.
Oh, you get... Perfect timing. Holy crap. That was excellent. Hang on. Is 3 the maximum? Wasn't there 3 earlier? I'm pretty sure there was.
I don't know.
There's nothing else in here. Okay.
We're going to talk to that dude too.
Yes. 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 Yeah. theory.
I was very school focused.
Look, I was
Does that surprise anyone?
I was a very well-behaved young man in school.
Bolt? Jesus Christ.
That was the best kill, even though it was against you. Oh god, you gotta. Can someone clip that? That was so good.
He's super wholesome.
Yeah. Oh, can we ride the panda? Look at this.
I'm running around. The
No, I
playground here.
can. I can.
Oh my god. I need to move out of the way, just so that we can get a proper camera angle here. What do you mean?
Oh, he's come back! No way! Bullshit! Alright. Oh, fuck! My joystick lost sync, I swear!
Oh, yeah, listen to this guy. Look at this guy.
You didn't hit it right at the end? Literally, the last second.
Fatality.
But if almost no one lives here, who are you guarding? I'm not guarding the inhabitants, I'm guarding the town. I'm guarding it like my father did before me and his father before him. Not his father, he was a blacksmith. But his brother-in-law was a town guard, and his father was a baker. Interesting. Is the Archmage living in this tower at the moment?
Save it, and then we'll see if we can get this guy.
He's gonna regret this baggage has been
Whoa!
Baggage has been hit.
Oh, that's clip-worthy. That's so funny. Okay, back to it. We can't dress up as him. The subsonic bullets, eh? There is a dude. Sorry.
Come back.
As am I. Here we are. Got myself a little mochaccino in my Where's Wally mug. That's right, not Where's Waldo. Waldo's not even a name. What are you talking about? All right, let's see. Strokachino. Yeah, Artie, fine. Welcome in. It's a Where's Wally? Yeah.
As I have a premium blend of Nescafe Batch 43.
That is fucked.
Gladys is busy with it right now.
That is so fucked, Steve. What are you doing?
I do have a nice mug though. I've still got the.
Oh, okay, that makes up. Yeah, you can have the worst coffee in the world as long as you got that good mug. Woo.
You talked about the Where's Wally one. I've got the one I've had for a while, and I got 2 copies, so I have one at work. It's from the Star Trek podcast that I listen to, and it's a cartoon picture of Janeway with I beat the Borg with this. Oh, I beat the Borg with it.
Okay.
Because she makes that quote in the show. Oh, that's not really a spoiler. She makes that quote at one stage in the show in relation to like indicating a coffee. Someone tells her she shouldn't drink so much coffee, and she holds up the mug and goes, "I beat the Borg with this."
Been watching some more Voyager, loving it. This might sound like a silly question, but how on earth do we get back to where we were?
I don't know. You don't just that arrow isn't pointing.
Why are you running down when I'm clicking up? What are you doing? What's it?
Does he go up the center? Oh, no,
He just ran. Okay, sure. That's the up way. Can't go down there. This just goes to the crane. Oh, shit. Oh, we just have to get out of the different spot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I made sure during the coffee break to go and give Ramen a little kiss too. She's a little tight ball on my bed at the moment.
Hey!
All right, we're gonna bust out. We got to use a busting
Manny!
tool.
Hey!
I don't want to mess up the wheel. The wheel's my friend.
Pugsy!
If I bust all the handle, then I'm never gonna get in there.
What about this bit then?
BB!
The hinge. Bust the hinge. Oh, Jesus. What's
Must
that?
have hit a major circuit. But it looks like I've exposed the guts here.
Expose the guts. That's gross.
Yeah, expose the guts.
Jeez.
And get it all up in there.
That reminds me of the scary movie joke where at the very start, he's on the Ghostface is on the phone to the what's the name of that lady that is the Playboy model? Carmen Electra. And he's like, I want to see what your insides look like. And she's like, turn to page 53. Which I thought was pretty funny.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't remember until you said the punchline, but yeah.
I don't want to bust all that. I can't move those by hand. I need this wheel.
What are we even looking at here?
Those are the tumblers of the combination lock.
Okay, so let's give this a... How are we meant to figure this out? Oh, that's almost there. She's finicky.
The hand motion he's making is like stroking for fun. No, it wasn't wrenching for fun.
Oh, it's so close. Or maybe I could just do it. Oh, you bastard. Oh, it's almost... like, I'm guessing I have to have a perfect seal here. Oh, maybe it's the other side. No, because the tumblers would be locked into this thing. So I have to have, like, a gap in between here. Oh, gosh. Oh, come on, that's good, isn't it?
I guess I didn't enter the right
You
combination.
son of a bitch. Okay.
I can't move those by hand. Those are the tumblers of the combination lock. I couldn't get them out. They're on some sort of heavy shaft. I can't move them. I can't move them.
Okay. First things first is we have to get the big boy. It's not good enough. Hang on. Like that. That looks good.
Almost it. Yeah, just does it just a little bit smidgen less though.
What? Oh, when I had them so nicely lined up and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's try that again. At least we know.
I can't move those by hand.
Shut up. Okay, here we go. Okay, that looks good, right?
Oh, the top one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that looks good. Come on, if that is not it, I don't even know what's what anymore.
What? Oh, when I had them so nicely lined up and everything.
Okay, this is okay. I did look it up. This is fucked up. This is really fucked up.
Okay.
All right. So when you've done it,
Mm-hmm.
your problem is that you're probably doing it correctly, but the wrong move is to try the door after you've lined them up properly.
Okay.
What you're supposed to do is use the scythe on the tumblers and then open the door.
Okay, that makes no sense. There's that adventure game logic. All right.
I guess to stop them flicking around. And that might have been the audio where he goes, oh, I had them all lined up because...
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So the idea is whenever the door's tried, it always does that.
Stay.
There is no way.
Yeah, there's no way you'd work it out. That's why I said it's fucked.
It's
Like, how would
attached
you know
pretty well.
that?
Yes.
All right, Mitchie, you can come out now. Mitchie?
Jody escaped?
What are these?
Looks like years and years of coral harvest reports. This can't be what this secret safe is meant to hold.
Ooh. I love that. Oh, Jesus.
Esa cosa is heavy.
Interesting. There's no up here anymore, but there was before. Okay, let's see what this is.
Mitchie, are you in there? It's time to come out, honey. No time for hide and seek.
Can we climb these like a ladder? can't go out there. Can we give it to this guy?
Use it on him. That might make her freak. If she's hiding there, that might make her freak out and go, no, no, no. Okay,
Yeah.
it's me.
There's no use. Maybe you need something heavy on here? No? No. This did something as well. When we cut through here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining that. Okay. Can we cut the battle axe? I doubt it.
Can't get in there with this.
With this. Okay.
I don't want to mess up my blade.
Okay, let's...
That doesn't become selectable.
It's so weird that it has that arrow.
But yeah, it doesn't do anything.
This could be a door, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe this pushes out, but...
Uh-oh. Oh, Raul. I am so sorry.
What's this?
Looks like I messed up these contacts when I broke through with the bustle.
What?
Manny, I knew you would. Why is that door closed?
Perfect sense.
It was the only way the wind?
Oh.
Maybe we can drag the axe in there. Maybe that's why there was an up.
Hey, this is my room. Go use up the air in your own room.
What are these?
What's in these cases?
Take a look. It's all the double-end tickets Hector and Dom have stolen over the years. Each one stolen from a good soul, and now they just sit there.
That's it.
What?
They just sit there. That's what's been bothering me. In the days when I was a hot salesman, I used to see double-end tickets all the time, and they move.
What do you mean they move?
They become agitated around human souls, and the ticket that belongs to you will actually fly into your hand. But these tickets, and the tickets in that suitcase of Charlie's, it's like they're dead. Why would Hector and Domino be hoarding cases of counterfeit double-end tickets? Why would Hector and Domino be hoarding cases of counterfeit double-end tickets? Thanks for not shooting me.
Look, I'm sorry. I should have trusted you. It's just that the past 2 years have been pretty tough, you know?
They're going to be a lot tougher when I scythe you to death.
Our relationship has moved beyond that. I don't want to mess up my blade.
What?
Now, all we have to do is wait for the room to fill up, and we'll just float on out of here. Well, this is disappointing.
Not to me. We don't float, remember?
I don't want to mess up my blade.
Oh. Maybe we need to close the door, potentially, and then...
Thank you.
No, that's not right. We gotta turn that back on.
Oh, not again.
Okay, this is gonna be weird adventure game logic, but...
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'll block it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see a little light,
I couldn't see the drain at all.
there's like a highlighted edge along the side.
Okay. That looked like it snapped into place. Oh, and also, no?
After you.
What about the suitcases?
Forget them. They're counterfeit. They wouldn't fit through this hole anyway. Let's go.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Whee!
Tell me about it not fitting in the hole.
Gladys, I'm so glad to see you.
Aww. Is the boat already?
Yeah, come on.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go eat some reef.
Works like crazy. Full speed ahead.
What?
What the hell?
Oh, we got around the waist.
So are you really going to bring me back and try to get your old job again?
There's no job for me now except to bring you and everyone else here to the end of the road.
But if you aren't going to use me to get your job back, why did you spend all this time trying to find me?
Meche,
So you want a blowjob?
I needed to find you.
Oh!
I give you one job, Manny. And look at you, already screwing it up.
Oh!
Suppose you
Building
realize
sides?
that this is gonna go down
Yeah.
on your permanent record.
This is like, Metal Gear Solid 4. Da 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 da.
Bah! Oh! Ah!
Oof.
Woo! This
Just step
doesn't
behind
look
the
good
sub.
for the kids.
Let's do it.
Look, Dom.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're fired. Just consider this your severance.
Hey. MVP lease with the coffee. Yes. All right. Cop this, Kraken. Oh.
I don't believe you,
Oh.
Caldera. You're losing a fight, so you pick on one of my pets?
Get ready, Tongs. This could be a fatality moment.
Why aren't you more like me, Manny? I've been trying to show you how, but you don't listen.
If you just adopt the proper attitude, just look what could happen to you!
Oh,
That's pretty good.
brutal. That's like Jaws.
And Renee's playing just in time for this.
Wow. 1 year later. This is like Pirates of the Caribbean 3, I think, is it? Or 2?
No, 3. I think so. They go to the afterlife. The white area. I was thinking it looked a bit like the Terror, where they're going across the Arctic.
Oh yeah, what a show! What a show!
To anyone who had the ad playing, we're now into year 4. That cutscene finished with us in year 4.
Name?
Chris, how you doing?
Pugsy Pelagiano, sir.
Waiting room number 2. Next.
It's also a bit like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Glorious!
Oh!
Glorious! ¿Estás bien?
Oh.
Glorious? Where'd you go this time?
Oh no, goes to the ad right as he got crushed. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You'll have to check the VOD.
I've got the thing open and it's like, yeah, it cuts that. I think it's just after he was finishing the crushing bit.
Damn. Oh.
Oh, gran demonio roidor. Oh, gran demonio roidor.
I am Conholio.
Hear the name of the great one.
Oh, that makes me feel sick.
What's happening?
Is it like the sun?
How many days has this grand demon gone without driving?
Well, we've been hiking for months.
Months? Oh, then the noble one will surely die.
But
it's like Around the Twist in the theme song where it has that. Yeah, exactly.
how eerie. They lock up their tools just like Gladys.
What if we use Old Mate?
I don't want to mess up my blade.
Okay. The flute sounds like the scenes like in Kickboxer where he's about to do a training montage.
Yeah, and he's at the Temple of the Ancients. You can feel warriors from 1,000 years. Interspersed with like a screeching eagle.
Okay, it's in here.
It's closed.
Well, let's open it then.
It's full of rags.
Kickboxers on my list of.
Always a good idea to have a clean rag around.
Steve.
I think my coworkers are listening to this. Because, so when I've got the office thing, I'm in the same room as the TV, but the TV is towards the side, so it's not like I can watch it from the office. But basically, I'll sometimes play things something in the background, just to have some sort of stimulus running and it's not work.
Yep.
And on the things, Kickboxer often comes up as just the nice to have in the background.
Is it because the Kumite song is amazing?
Yeah, that's Bloodsport.
Oh yeah, I always confuse those two together. They they're so similar, but both very good.
These two, when I was a kid, I used to have to think a bit before I'd like remembering both plots. Going, okay, that scene belongs to this one. It's a bit better now that I've realized, story-wise, they're kind of different qualities. Because Kickboxer, like, it's no Shakespeare, but it's at least like storytelling 101. It's the hero's journey over 3 acts, whereas Bloodsport Bloodsport's very similar to a Jackie Chan film where he's a badass at the start of the film, he's a badass all the way through the film, he's a badass when it ends.
Yep.
The one moment that seems like it's growth is when he's like his vision gets impaired because the bad guy throws
The
dust
salt
in his
in his
eyes.
eyes, yeah.
Yeah, but then there's no learning. It's just him remembering his training to fight blind. So it's like, yeah, story-wise it's not good, but action-wise it's still good. That's what makes it. But that's the thing I reuse to remember one from the other. Is one's also got a weird mixture of Hong Kong and Japanese thing where you can tell the writing is for the Kumite to be in Japan, but they couldn't shoot in Hong Kong, so
Yeah.
there's this weird amalgamation. But then Kickboxer's like it's based in Thailand, the whole thing. Like it does follow. There's no weird other Asian things seeping through.
There's very good like bad guys. Like Bolo Young is in Bloodsport.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And what's it, Tung Po? Is that what his name is? In Kickboxer?
Yeah, Kickboxer, yeah. It's the guy that's like tall.
And big braid. A hair
Yeah.
braid. Yeah, that's cool. There was actually, did you ever see the Kickboxer remake?
No.
It has Dave Bautista as Tung Po.
Okay.
Sadly,
Oh, wow.
I have no mug to hang.
I was trying to remember which is the sequel we saw during the like COVID watching. Was it Bloodsport 2 or was it Kickboxer 2?
It was
Bloodsport, wasn't it?
Bloodsport 2, yeah, where Frank had been killed. He's shot outside of, like in between the two movies, so it was a new guy.
Yeah, because I heard the same with Kickboxer, where it's the brother is the brother from the first one is the main character, but
Yeah, who was Sasha Mitchell from Step by Step. Remember that TV show? He was like cousin
No.
Cody that lived in the garage.
I remember the song, but I remember the show.
Okay.
But I thought it was, but it makes it weird because initially when I was a kid, I was like, oh, that's neat. But then, like the one thing about rewatching Kickboxer is his acting. And I'm not saying this is hyperbole. He literally reminds me of one of the actors from Miami Connection. Like it's the exact same. It's not just that quality. I'm not saying it's that poor quality, which it's that his acting is exactly like one of the guys from that.
Mm.
Your mother doesn't work here. Since nobody listened to my last warning about keeping this refrigerator clean, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to lock it until some of you grow up. Signed, the Facilities Department.
Oh, it's locked, is it? You know what we do with locked fridges? Although there's no actual... We'll try our blade anyway.
Not here.
Oh, oh no. Yeah, I like Step by... It's a banger song. This is it When It Comes Around or something like that? The theme song's very good.
No.
Oh, Step by Step. Which one?
It's the TV show Step by Step. Yeah.
I just remember the main song, like Step by Step.
No, that's New Kids on the Block.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't know the show at all.
Second Time Around is what the name of the song is. You'd know it. The theme song, it takes place in a theme park, like Saiku says, where they go over a roller coaster.
I spent a lot of shows from that era.
Hey, how about a gondola ride, Gremlins?
You know what?
He's too big. The gondola is too slow.
Considering I was charting this song the other day, let me find it. Yeah, all right. Check check Games Talk, Steve.
I can remember that lyric a little bit.
What's wrong with him?
Do you not know the one purpose, the one skill, the one desire of this humble spirit?
Yes, but we've been so far away from cars and civilization for so long.
Why
Okay, I remember that
did
song.
he ever leave his home?
I got him fired, and then I needed a ride. Oh, Gladys, what have I done to you? Can you cure him?
His spirit has fallen so low, normal driving would not cure him in time. He needs to go faster. Faster!
Do you have any vehicles here that we could use to revive him?
Only the trucks that deliver the souls, but they are slow. So slow.
Who are you guys?
We are mechanics, same as he. But we have never before seen one of our kind so large.
I've got to go see what I can do.
Come back quickly, for his time here is not long.
That vocal effect as well is like whenever you download those vocal changes for your microphone, there's like a setting that says alien, and it always does that.
Yeah.
I've got to go see what I can do.
Come back quickly, for his time here is not long.
Okay.
Oh, Gladys would love these.
Such good music. Hello.
Bruno Martinez?
You were the guy who packed me in there. You could have at least given me a magazine. 4 years with nothing to read but this damn mug.
Oh.
What are you doing here? And if you were headed this way, why didn't you offer me a lift? Ah! Wait, I'm getting out of here. This world's for suckers.
I wonder if we can put the mug on the little mug stand. Put it up. Oh, it's a cutscene still. Okay, put this away.
Hello? They're empty.
Did you know, Artie, find that New Kids on the Block released a song relatively recently, like within the COVID period?
Locked. Probably to keep out the Yeti.
And not only that, did you know in the movie The Sixth Sense at the very start how there was that weird guy that broke into Bruce Willis's house and shot him in the belly? That guy was Donnie Wahlberg, formerly of New Kids on the Block. But I guess not formerly anymore. I guess he is part of New Kids on the Block.
Manny!
What's wrong?
Go up there and see!
Hey, where is everybody?
Waiting area 2.
How long do they have to wait in there?
Until they have tickets. They were issued tickets on the number 9, and they don't have them now. The punishment for selling double-end tickets is very severe.
But they didn't sell their tickets. Their tickets were stolen.
By who?
Hector Le Mans stole them to sell to rich people who don't deserve them.
That might be them now. Let's see just what they deserve.
I see. I understand now. So, people with a good soul get the good tickets, and Hector's stealing them to give to just people with money.
Yep.
His pube hair. Whoa. Well, that was that.
The people destined for hell?
Yeah, I think so. And wasn't that Hector? Was it Hector that was on the train just then?
Thought so. His hair looked weird, but yeah.
Tongs, I want to hear you play a pan flute like this. This kind of like the stuff that you would hear in a fighting movie. Not no tin whistle either, like an actual legit pan flute. How do we get down? Like in Karate. I want to see the new Karate Kid movie. Because I've seen all of Cobra Kai and I absolutely loved it. Like it was a popcorn show.
I get the feeling that operating that switch is out of my powers.
Cobra Kai had like, yeah, it's real high moments, but then real valleys as well. But there's some, even after a huge valley of like, okay, this is sort of going nowhere, there's a moment of like, oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, have you seen it all now, Steve?
I think I'm missing probably 1 or 2 seasons. I think.
Oh, you got to get
I
back
watched
to
it with
it.
Dad for maybe 3-4 seasons, something like that.
Mm-hmm. There's just
Yeah, the new Karate Kid. There's that Corridor Crew video where they had the kid from the Karate Kid. It seems like, as much as I'm not generally not interested, of like I don't want to see another remake, that is probably the closest I've been interested to seeing it, because
Recently,
like the
I
guy
was
that plays him was
visited
kind of
by a bird
nice
with a
and
human head. Do you know such a bird, Manuel Calavera?
No. How do you know my...
He knew you, and for you, he left this note.
Oh. Okay, this is where I wanted to go before. Oh no, it's in here. It's in here. So if we go into the kitchen, I mean, this should be. We'll check that. What does it say?
It's the mug I gave Bruno, and it's full of that foam I packed him in.
Oh, that's right. We did fill him with foam. Oh yeah.
I hate it when people leave their crusty mugs out in the break room.
Okay. To what end? Okay. Yeah, if you can stay. I don't know if you're going to continue watching it with your dad, but at least watch Cobra Kai by yourself.
we just watched. That was a COVID series.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since I moved out.
It just has some real highs. Some, you know, like when something cool in an action movie happens or whatever, and you're just like, yes, that kind of stuff. It has that kind of shit. But also, it's like, it almost feels like the Mortal Kombat games in that the way you play the single player is like, there'll be two characters that'll start talking, they'll have a disagreement, and then it breaks out into a fight. Like every scene is like that, but I'm okay with that.
I think the series that ended was it's where Kreese takes over the Cobra Kai and the other guy joins the Daniel-san, or LaRusso and the other guys sort of join their groups together.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're up to. I've been watching. Stay there. I'm coming to sprout you myself. Yours truly, Hector Le Mans. Híjole.
Le Mans Pubis?
That's what... the intro to the Karate Kid TV series is one of the best too. That was so clever.
Yep.
Where he cops they replay the crane kick, and then when he lands, he's in position in his apartment. It's like so perfect.
Meche, we have to get back to Amaro for the tickets.
Oh, Gladys.
I think as well with Karate Kid is like, at the start it just felt like actors pretending they know karate. But as the seasons got on, you can tell that they've actually learnt more karate like outside and actually become really proficient at it. Because like the later seasons, they're doing moves that's like, it makes Daniel's crane kick look ridiculous in comparison. It's just, yeah. And it's not always like the stuntmen doing it, because you can actually see their face at all times doing the move.
That was like one of the most impressive things, as much as like one-ers are usually not used very well, like they're kind of pointless now unless there's like a reason for them. But that one where they're fighting in the school,
That's the road we
as
came in
ridiculous
on.
as that
Nothing
fight
out
is,
there
it's
but
like
snow and a perfectly good pair of sunglasses.
in reality, it's like that'll be most of them will be expelled, especially the one that beats up a teacher. But like that one is fantastic.
Yep.
And there's even a moment you can almost tell there's no hidden cuts. There could be hidden cuts, but there's a bit where the two girls are fighting. It's towards the end, so they're already gone for a certain amount of time. And they do something, and they sort of part, and there's a pause. And you can tell, it's almost like you can tell that they're like, we got it right this time, before they finally, one of them just jumps on the other one and pushes her out of frame so that the thing can keep going. Like,
right.
You can tell it might have been a sticking point, and they finally got it right. Like, that's kind of neat.
Locked. Probably to keep out the Yeti.
The Yeti. Speaking of Yetis, Like, I know everyone's poo-poo on AI these days, but there's these AI videos of a Yeti or a Yowie in Australia, like, just doing silly shit, and I really enjoy them. There's also ones with kangaroos and koalas, like, doing stupid shit, too. I don't know if you've seen them, Steve, but they're really decent.
I generally avoid AI stuff.
Hey, how about a gondola ride, Gremlins?
It is too big. The gondola is too slow.
I reckon he's going to need to drive the train.
Gondolas? I knew we should have checked this side of the mountain before we walked up. It's a lovely rag.
I wonder...
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You don't have them anymore?
My joints don't need any oiling right now.
You wish you had the dumb videos you made at school? Ah, yeah. Did you ever do like, you would do like slow motion fighting and then in post-production you'd speed it up? Like that was always the thing in high school that people did.
This better not stain my pocket.
Old VHS, yeah.
I never did any video stuff at high school.
Yeah, I had to because I did media.
Yeah.
I did
media.
media.
In the wrong crowd also. I didn't do media, but because I remember in math class someone else had, it was towards the end of year 12 and someone else had done video and they showed their video.
What was in that mug?
What?
Something that powerful could fuel a rocket. If only we had more.
Well, I could score you a couple of truckloads if you're interested.
We shoot you now like an arrow in
Oh,
the wind. May you
Brainsy, how you doing?
wind
Welcome in.
and drink the blood of flight. Speed is the food of the great glottis. Speed bring you life. Come back to us someday.
Woohoo! It's like a Viking funeral almost.
You sure this thing's going to hold together? At least most of the way. Hey, look! We're already to Rubacava. Manny? Manny? Manny, where are you? Manny, I'm frightened! Woo! Yeehaw!
Oh, we're back here. Crazy.
Ah, Rubacava! What a town! Remember the glory days, Manny?
Long gone, my friend. There's nothing here for us now.
Except maybe our old car.
Dios mío!
She's been
booby-trapped.
By who?
Domino. Dominoes.
Who?
Who could it be? I don't know. Oh, that's funny. Bloody fine. Surely your cousin's surname is not Feeling. That's just too perfect. I'm trying to think what we did with. That's insane. Can you believe that? I think we did a combination of VHS and digital video from memory. And we had in the media class, we had a device that could digitize VHS as well. Okay.
I love that thought of like if you could transfer some information into back through time. As a kid, you could get some like amateur videos going that match what some modern movies perfectly, and then sue the pants off them later.
Well, I had This is going to sound silly. I don't know if I've said this before, but in year 7, we had to do a time capsule where you write a story about what you think the future is going to be like, and then they put it in the thing. And then I think it's in year 12 or something. They take it. I don't know if it was year 12 or maybe like in 20 years' time they would take it out or something like that. But my little story for what is the future going to look like was that everybody that was born would be allocated some time and currency would never exist anymore, and you would actually use the time of your life to purchase items, in a sense. And then years and years later...
They made a movie about that, yeah.
A movie came out with that exact idea. Justin Timberlake movie.
You said about no currency, I was going to go...
Maintenance has gotten pretty lax around
Fandango
here,
or
apparently.
Pinko.
It's kind of funny how other people in the world have the same idea as you, like the same shower thought. I was an invention that I thought of when I was real young and never said anything, but someone just came up with it anyway, was inflatable roof racks, where it wouldn't damage your car and you can just like, put it over the top. That exists.
Mm. Something I'm sure exists. I was taught to patent it, which was my idea, but I'm sure it exists and it's just not sold, might be too expensive, but one camping trip I've had the idea of, I had the idea of like glow-in-the-dark guide ropes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then 30 minutes after I said it, the kid, there's a bunch of families, having units in this campsite, and this kid tripped over the guide ropes, just face planted, and then was screaming for like 30 minutes. It was like right after I said that.
Yeah, you'd think that all tent ropes would be glow in the dark.
Mm.
Like, what's the reason not to have that? Tongs. Oh, hello.
Manuel Calavera? Well, what happened to the Limbo?
Hate to tell you, Velasco, but she went down at the Pearl. But we found a new ship, the SS La Mancha, and managed to...
The La Mancha? My old rusty bucket? Where is she?
Oh, well, we traded her in Puerto Zapato for a team of sled dogs.
That does it.
Spare Turkish
I'm out
delight
of this
in reach.
stinking mob town.
But...
Thanks for finding my baby, Manny. Puerto Zapato, here I come.
Mob town? Maybe I'll just finish this for him.
Noink. All right. Well, I reckon what we might do is save it and call it here, just because we're at a good spot. I feel we did basically an entire year in one stream. So hopefully this...
Yeah.
I don't know how long this year is, but it feels like it's wrapping up. There is like a conclusion feeling. So if we do this next week...
We have to get Tongs' prediction how much time we got left.
Oh yeah, exactly. Tongs, how long you reckon? And how difficult is it to draw Manny? Did I save it? I did save it. I'm going to save it again just to be safe. And I'm going to save it again on a different slot just to be double safe.
Yeah, so we went from like a little bit into year 3 to a little bit into year 4. So yeah, I think it's about a year.
I felt good. We didn't really get stuck that much. And I felt like the things were obtuse. The only thing we got stuck on is something that I don't think I would ever figure out, Steve, which was that combination lock, stick your scythe in the door. That's ridiculous. Missed most of it. Oh, the first part is how long do we have left in the game? Based on the Tongs scale of time. And while you come up with that answer, I'm just going to spruik a device. If you
Why
guys...
is it 15 minutes?
You guys need to get the iFixit toolkit. Not sponsored, but it is the best screwdriver set you'll ever find in your life. Like, serious. Like, it's so damn good. I remember at work when I used to work for that American company, we would buy these screwdriver sets because we had to do a lot of taking apart laptops and things like that. And the screwdriver sets were so shit that the screwdriver would strip, not the screw, but the screwdriver would strip. And that tells you how shit it is. So
yeah,
we went and got the iFixit kit because I'd heard good things. And it's just the best shit ever. They're so strong and ergonomic and fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know how the actual drill part strips. Like, that should be pretty solid.
Yeah, you'd think. It was one of those ones that you get from J-Car. Screw heads made of butter. Yeah, exactly. And because it's a Phillips head, right? Once those little fins, is that what you call it? I guess it's a fin. Once the fins on the screwdriver strip, then what do you have? Just a pin, basically.
Also, as when they're partly stripped, they'll then further strip any screw they used.
Yeah,
against.
exactly. You had to buy a Torx screwdriver set. Well, funny you should say that, because this has the Torx screwdriver set. It also has... So basically, I bought it because I got my 360 up and running, but... the controller had like sticky buttons, and so I wanted to take apart and clean it. But then after that, I thought, well, I got my Game Boy here, my old DMG01, and that has those tri-wing tips. So I undid that. I'm basically unscrewing everything I can see and just screwing it back again just to justify the purchase, I guess. But it's really good because I used to also like mod consoles for friends back in the day, and you'd need Torx screwdriver sets as well. Always be screwing. Exactly. How good does it feel when there's a tight screw and you get the screwdriver in and it just opens it up for you? It's like this relief. Whew.
Nothing better than a tight screw.
Exactly.
Hans is a filth bag.
He is a filth bag. You're all a bunch of filth bags.
So this might be a trick that's known, or maybe you have another way of doing it, but there's a trick that tech guy, it was right at the end of me doing IT stuff, so I never really used it much, other than occasionally someone would go, that's a good idea when I tell them, but when you go back to work on a laptop, you get a spare ice cube tray, so that it's perfect for storing screws, but also it maintains the order which you unscrew things.
Yep. That is a good
really
one.
Useful.
Another one is a pillbox container. You know, the ones with the days of the week.
Oh yeah,
they're really good too. Here's a life hack for you though. If you ever come across a tight screw that you just can't get out, get yourself a rubber band, a thick rubber band, and put that over the screw, and then use the screwdriver on it, and it'll grip the screw a little bit better. And it can also prevent
if it's stripped, because it's then going on friction, not on getting the blades in.
Exactly. Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Let us see if someone is online that we can raid. Raid. Yeah. So, judging by our prediction, I think we have one more episode of this, and then after that, we'll be moving on to Catherine Rain Du. All right, let's see who is on. Let's send you across to Nina Marie. Good old Nina. Make sure that that is how you spell it. It is indeed. All right. Locking you guys in the raid cannon. As always, make sure you do something for yourself this weekend. Have something delicious. Don't know what we can do this weekend for food, for delicious food. Maybe, I don't know, maybe fish and chips or Injun or something like that. Who knows? We'll find out. All right. We'll see you next week. Toodaloo.
Safe one.